What's up, everyone? This is a video about me breastfeeding with a posterior tongue tie. When the baby is born, I was told he has a tongue tie posterior, but not enough to like snip it, but I could get referable. Right now, I don't have the insurance through yet, so I can't really go do all that. So I'm breastfeeding through this pain. One side of my nipple is fine, but the left side, it has deep nipple fissures. However it's pronounced, but it's painful as heck. So all I picture is a baby with shark teeth coming through, but there's no teeth, but that's what my mind pictures. It's really painful. How I'm getting through this pain, you're probably wondering, how are you doing it? So at first I stick it in his mouth and it hurts really bad. And I pull it back out and that still hurts. And I push it back in, and somehow me going back in the second time, I'm able to get some of the areola into his mouth, so it takes off some pressure off the nipple. I breastfed. This is my fourth baby I'm breastfeeding. This is probably the most painful one I had to deal with and ever, because he's got the posterior tongue tie. So I've been using a lot of these creams. You've seen these help. And then, believe it or not, Vaseline works too, because I've been using Vaseline on it after each feed. And then I've been using baby soap in the shower on the nipple to clean it out, because the last thing you need is that to get infected. I had mastitis 5 times with my first kid. That was really bad, not cool. So I guess I lied. The first one was really hard too, and the fourth one's really hard. So I use Vaseline, baby soap to keep it cleaned. And I make sure as soon as I stick it in his mouth, pull back out, put it back in, squeeze some of the areola into there, try to get it in there. It still kind of hurts. Changing your position, I notice if I hold him upwards, it doesn't hurt as bad. Also, you just have to try to find a position that works better with your baby's mouth shape, because each baby's mouth shape is different. So that's what works for me, is having him sitting upright. Honestly, this helps with his gassiness and his burping, because I notice when he's sitting up to eat, he burps for me that way. So it's like, oh, well, I don't have to burp now because I had him up sitting eating. So that works out. But if you are looking this video up and your baby has a posterior tongue tie and it just hurts, you're not alone. It's like the doctor's like saying, I don't know if they'll do anything about this one because it's not so bad. There's worse tongue ties out there. So they're like thinking, I could refer you, but like that's just, the insurance isn't through yet. So they're telling me, since he could stick out his tongue somewhat, not to be too concerned about it, but hey, breastfeeding is painful. And I understand how you guys feel. I am like 2 weeks in postpartum and still have cracked nipple pain on the left side. The right side's perfect. I don't know why. Everyone's nipples are different on each side for some reason. I don't know why. Nothing's perfect. But that's just how mine is. The left one's a little bit bigger than the right one, but just how it goes for me, I guess. But I am letting you know, like, this is how I'm getting through it, is the creams and keeping it moist, washing it down with baby soap in the shower, keeping it clean, and doing it. I understand how you're feeling if you're looking this up, because through the night it's miserable for me. I dread it. I dread it so much that I have to be in pain all the nights and start crying. Yeah, lots of tears have been shed. So I'm hoping maybe as his mouth grows, maybe like it will feel better, because usually too, when your baby's mouth is so small, it can cause a lot of pain too. So it does get better eventually. Like right now, it doesn't hurt as much. It just hurts when it goes in there the first time, and then the second time I have to do it again, it hurts. And yeah, but yeah, that's my update. If you guys are dealing with that, you're not alone. I understand. So just remember what I said, keeping it clean, putting creams on it to get it better, because especially if it's a deep nipple fissure, you need to keep it moist. You need to keep filling that fissure up with some Vaseline or nipple creams and keep it very clean. You don't want it too dry. You want to keep it moist because it helps with the healing process. I know a lot of people say keep them dry, keep them dry. No, like it really does help give it that moisture to start healing the wound. But yeah, thanks for listening to my update. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.